Welcome back to Chat with Tessa, everyone. Well, we are back here today because once again, you guys are asking very important investment questions on financial chats _Tessa on Instagram. I had a few people ask me in the DMs about how do you sell your profits, right? So you've invested and you're seeing your investments grow. You're seeing your money grow. You're seeing that value in green and it's looking beautiful, and you're like, okay, wait, can't I just take out that nice green value? Let's take, for example, maybe your investments have grown by $1,000. You made R1,000 profit on a particular investment, and you're like, okay, I just want the 1,000. And I want to keep, I'm still invested, but I just want to take out that 1,000. Isn't it possible? How can I do that? Okay, I have a simple analogy for you guys, ne? Just think about it this way. If you bought an apple, ne? We're gonna use an apple. If you bought an apple today from me, right? Let's say I'm the stock market, right? And then I'm selling apples on the stock market, and you buy this apple, and this apple is R1. Great. Now, tomorrow or next week, how all of a sudden apples are R2. So you're like, wait a minute, I bought this apple for R1, and now the value of this apple is R2. How would you realize the value of that apple? You'd have to sell the apple, right? In order for you to get that R2. You wouldn't say to the person who's buying, oh, so this apple is worth R2, so give me that R1 and I still keep my R1, but you can't really have the apple. Doesn't make sense. Like, even me saying it doesn't make sense. So when you're buying your shares, right, you bought a share. The share price grew in its value. You bought it for R1, it grew and became R2, so you made your 100% profit. Now you can't just take out the profit without taking out the share, okay? So if you have 2 shares and you now want to take out half of that money, you would have to be selling one of the shares. You can't take out the profit without taking out the share. Now we've concluded this actually. You cannot take out the profit without taking out the share, okay? So you need to decide, how many shares am I willing to take out, okay? So if you're seeing that, okay, your investment has grown by 50% and you want to take out that 50%, then that means that you might be selling half of the shares that you own, okay? That's how it works. You can't be just taking out profits, and you still hold the same amount of shares. Hey, Vexova Mnandi! Yeah, after Nanzika to have shares. Because they know, man, we just have shares. They don't go anywhere. All we do is just taking out profits, but still owning the same amount of shares. No, guys. So that's not how it works. So now, let's quickly have a quick, review and analysis, looking at a screenshot. Let's go and be practical. Here's a screen recording where I'm going to show you how this sort of works and how really you cannot take out profits without taking out or selling your shares as well. All right.
In order to not make a mistake, we're gonna use my demo ZAR account. I can't make these examples using my ZAR account or TFSA account, because what if I make a mistake, guys, and then I sell by mistake? Mistake engala. So I'm going to use my demo account. So that means that I don't really own these shares, but I bought them in my demo account, okay? So for this particular example, I'm going to use Sasol. I have bought 9 shares, and the fraction, this is the fraction that I hold, meaning it's not a full share, right? And as you can see, the average buy price that I bought it at and how much Sasol is right now. And we're going to click sell. Okay. We want to take out the profits. Remember, this is what the video is about. It's about selling your profits. And I want to show you that when you're selling your profits, you're also selling a certain percentage or certain value of your shares, right? So the profits here show that the share price grew by 98.53%, which equates to 1,478 Rand for me, right? At the time that I bought this, right? Somebody else could have bought these shares at a different price and their profits might be different. Like in my ZAR account, the profits are actually different for Sasol because I bought at 2 different times, okay? Now, when we sell, are we still going to have the same amount of shares? This is what we want to know, right? When we're selling our profits, okay? Let's go and sell, okay? Okay, I hear people just want to take out like this magic of just taking out your profits. Yo, nice magic. So we want how much? The profit is 1,478 Rand exactly, right? Can you see it's even showing you a percentage, guys? 33.58% of the value of your shares is being sold here. So you're going to have the other percent, okay? Because it's like typing here. If I type 100% over here, right? That means I'm selling 100% of the value of my shares, which means that I'll get all the money that I put in plus this profit. That's what I'm going to get. I'm going to get 2,966.33 minus the costs of selling. But because I'm saying I just want to take out the profit, okay, I'm going to write 14 because here's the profit, 1478, okay, and it's showing me the percentage here, 3358, okay, sharp. Let me sell, okay. Let's see how many shares we're going to have left. Remember, we had how many? 9.9 full shares and a fraction, okay. Sell at open because the market is closed. I'm doing this while the market is closed. Okay, this is my demo account. Let me make sure. Sharp. All right, sell. Right, so pending order. It's even telling me how many shares I've now sold, guys. Can you see? Pending order. Shares minus 4.9605. This is your fraction. So it's going to minus these shares from the 9 shares that I held, right? So every time when you keep selling your profits, you're minusing some shares, okay? We're going to wait and see how many Sasol shares we have left after selling when the market opens, okay? So in the meantime, let's have a look at my EasyEquities ZAR account. You know that this is my account because all of you know my EE number. And if you're new to EasyEquities, you can write this as your referral code and get a gift. All right. Okay. So I'm going to use Sasol again as an example because I don't have my EC10 anymore. I sold it. And I know people sell Sasol a lot. Okay. So all of you who are traders, meh? Of which trading is okay, there's nothing wrong with it. It has its disadvantages, okay? Let's take, for example, you were trading Sasol. You're like, yo, I'm gonna ride the Sasol wave and I'll keep selling my profits. Let's take, for example, you started investing in Sasol maybe March 2020, right? And you had bought when the share price was around 44 Rand 74 cents. And then as it grew and it hit this point, 100 and something, when you chose to sell. When you buy again, you're not going to buy it now at the same share price you had bought it for previously. You're going to now buy it around this share price range unless you wait. And even if you waited, you're not going to get it at this amount that you had gotten it for in March. You're going to now get it at $88 or any other value that you're seeing here, okay? You would have to wait for a long time again to get it to drop or to wait for it to drop till this point for you to buy again. So if you kept on and kept on selling your profits, can you see that this graph tended upwards? So that means that when you did not actually capitalize on the fact that you had bought these shares at such a cheap price, and every time it grew with your shares. Yes, it had those little dips in between, but had you waited, there would actually be a bigger benefit than you being a trader and constantly selling. Oh, my battery is low. And selling your shares each time. Okay. So we're back in the demo account. The stock market is open now. Remember, it opens Monday to Friday, I think from 9 to 5. I'm not sure with the times. Let's go back to Sasol that we sold. Remember, we had 9 shares. Where's Sasol now? Why can't I find Sasol? I can't see. Oh, there. Okay. So remember, we had 9 shares, right? Now, after we sold the profits, remember we're selling profits, and I told you that when you're selling your profits, you are also selling a certain value or percentage of your shares. So after selling those profits, now we only have 5 shares and that fraction left. So we can do the same thing again and sell our profits once again, but once again we will definitely be selling a certain value of our shares. Okay, so let's see if we're selling like 710.17. Okay, that's selling 48% of the value of our shares. Okay, and we can proceed with the sale just for the purposes of this example, and it's in my demo account, so I don't mind. It's okay. And then disinvestment costs will be listed there, right? Broker commission, all of these other costs involved, and we will get 707 after the sale. Okay, so this is selling your profits, which means, remember, we had 5 now. So first we had 9, now we have 5. Let's see how many we're gonna have after this. So you see, when you disinvest, it even shows you how many shares you sold. You essentially sold 2 shares in this fraction. You know, it's sold, it's done. Okay, let's go back and view. Let's look at Sasol again. How much of Sasol do we have left now? We have 2 shares left and this fraction. You see, we still have profits as well. Sell these profits as well. If we sell these profits, actually that notification was an email to tell me about this sale. We sell these profits as well. We're also selling a certain portion of our shares. So when you choose to be selling your profits, just know that you're losing a certain a certain percentage of value of your shares.
All right, guys, I hope you understood that. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section, and feel free to join us on Instagram, financialchats_Desa. The DMs are always open. The comment sections on my posts are also open, and always look out for my stories. And yeah, always try your best to enrich, empower, and educate people that are around you. That's your community. Those are your friends. Those are your colleagues, your neighbors, your family. Okay? Whatever you know and learn, do your best to get it flowing in the environment that you're in. Those conversations that you have with people that you hang around, that's your community. Empower them. Okay? Don't sit with the knowledge. Right? Thank you. na cancer. Goodbye, guys. See you on the next one.